Nathan Keeble from Blackwood decided to leave Wales and study at Bristol University. He's now the president of the Welsh Society and, after finishing his exams, is organising the annual rugby trip to Dublin. As a third-year student, he missed out on the Welsh Government paying part of his fees, but thinks leaving Wales to study definitely has its advantages.
You do meet a different kind of social class of people, but I think that changes you because then you have to be more approachable, you have to be more open in terms of actually talking to people like that. But at the same time, I think it's really made me appreciate being Welsh even more.
Around a quarter of Welsh students decide to study in England. So what makes them do that? We asked 10 sixth formers at Coleg Sir Gar where they would go. The sixth on the right say they'll study in England, so will soon be crossing the border.
I thought that if I stay to study in Wales, I wouldn't really have the same quality of teaching for my subject as I would do in a university in England.
Those on the left of the stairs aren't sure where they'll end up and have chosen a mixture of Welsh and English universities, so they might be leaving but might stay.
The thing I thought about most is what's going to be the best for me, because you go into university and you're paying quite a lot for it, so I wanted to go somewhere that would give me the best opportunities for a future career.
And that leaves one who'll definitely stay in Wales to study.
I've been to Cardiff more times than I've been to any of my English choices, so Cardiff is a good way of knowing my way around.
Next year, universities in England will be allowed to recruit as many students as they wish. They say that'll mean an extra 60,000 students here. According to this document by the body representing Welsh universities and leaked to BBC Wales, 1,500 of those students will be Welsh. And since the Welsh Government pays around £5,000 towards each Welsh student's tuition fees, it'll mean over £7 million goes with those students who study in England. Some university bosses here have said in the past that they are disadvantaged because tens of millions of pounds follows Welsh students to English universities. The man who drew up the current plan, the former Education Minister, says it's still working very well.
Welsh higher education institutions will be £200 million better off than they were in 2011-12 as a result of the policy I announced in November 2010. So I don't think universities in Wales have got too much to complain about. And I think it's also true that they now need to be thinking about how they borrow more to invest in the facilities they have for students.
Those points are echoed by the Welsh Government, who added it was too early to know what effect the changes in England would have. So while universities here might not be too keen on the tuition fees policies, Welsh students grab the funding with both hands. It's their decision where the money is spent and where they study.